Alright, so the time has come. This is Unfriended Dark Web. We did a couple trailer reactions. You know the thoughts and feelings on that one. Still, we went in with an open mind. Let's see what happens.
So this is a spoiler-filled review of Unfriended 2, and if you haven't seen it, well, go check it out.
Alright, you've seen it, you're here, so we're all on the same page since it has absolutely nothing to do with the first one whatsoever. This one concerns a group of friends that get on sort of a Skype chat session type thing. It's all on the computer screen, you know, there's all the screens. And one goofball has stolen a laptop that, of course, is run by hackers. Hackers, boo, sketty. And it goes downhill from there. Alright, we begin with likes. I think this is where things are about to break down. So, go first, because I think you have some, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, do you have any?
Absolutely not.
You don't?
Nope.
Okay, well, that cuts you out.
It does.
So, okay.
Are you done?
I think Blumhouse is taking a different direction with this. Speaking from a gore horror.
Okay.
I think, even though it's rated PG-13,
I was just gonna bring that up. Go ahead.
the use of the gore, like the technique on how these teenagers died. Like the kid got freaking, has shotguns, we're like blasting this kid away. The girl,
Right. Okay.
Unfortunately we didn't see her falling.
No.
She still fell from the building. We didn't see much of her corpse or anything.
Or blood.
Or blood or anything. And we saw the girl kind of being pushed into the train, but we didn't see the whole bloody guts of it because it's PG-13. But still, the use of gore in this, and I think it's kind of cool, just for, of course, me being a gore fan. Yeah, I was kind of impressed a little bit that Blumhouse kind of took it in that direction. I mean, I have seen a couple of his movies where it wasn't really much of the gore in there, but, you know, I love watching teenagers die.
Alright, so.
That makes me happy.
Well, that makes everyone happy. But maybe what you're saying, and I can almost see this, I'm not going to say I like it, but you're saying that as opposed to the usual sort of infantile fare, we were presented, no, not graphically, with more horrifying and mentally disturbing imagery than we're used to.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And that's what I was a little bit of impressed about the movie.
All right.
Other than that, it was shit. But besides
Yeah. All right. I, of course, was not impressed by that at all. All right. It is dislikes time, and I will allow you yet again to begin. Now, before you guys turn this off, before you start, I'm not going to go on my soapbox, okay? I've already done that in the trailer reactions. Yeah, I'm happy about that myself. A little bit of different direction, but you go ahead and fire off first, if you have anything.
Oh, the dislikes, yes. Oh, the hackers with the supernatural ability to kind of make your computer all staticky and just like, like every time a hacker came into the video, it's like they had this magnetic field that would just disrupt the connection. And
Right? Okay.
that was awful. That was awful as shit.
Yes. Okay.
That's
So.
one of mine.
Well, and ironically enough, that actually sort of ties into that's a very specific aspect, and it's good that you point that out, because what I think is happening, and it's been going on for a little while now, is the writers and the filmmakers are trying to find a new boogeyman or bad guy, right? I mean, they can't do, they just don't have the skills to make a new Jason or a new Freddy or a new Pinhead. You know, we have Victor Crawley, which is new, and he's good, but he's sort of relegated to the independent level. So what they have decided is now, I think, this is the direction they're going in, because I've seen it in a few movies now, hackers are the boogeyman, and, as you just brought up, they are attributed with what those in the know would say are supernatural powers, but the target audience doesn't know. we saw the movie, there's a bunch of teenage, little 12, 13-year-old girls and boys there. They probably think that hackers can really do the things they did in the movies, and that would be very frightening to them. Okay? But it all falls apart as soon as you gain one iota of knowledge. That is to say that part of the reason why Jason and Freddy and Michael Myers and all of them are in the supernatural realm, so to speak, is then you throw out a lot of the rules, you throw out a lot of the constraints, and more importantly, you throw out the ability to be humanized and sympathetic and understandable. Okay? In all the newer movies, the hackers as the bad guys, even with their supernatural powers, is just some boring ass lame human. In fact, the last shot of the movie, as they're pulling out, shows just one single human doing all this stuff. Okay? Nerds. So it completely falls apart. And then when you're 14, 15, 16, or you get to college and you meet somebody who knows the slightest thing and they tell you, no, that's ridiculous. They can't magically make themselves shimmer when the video's on. They can't, turn off hospital heart monitors that are not connected to any network whatsoever. The list goes on and on and on. But
stupid.
Yeah, but so what I really, really dislike is the new direction that it seems a lot of horror is going in, that hackers are the boogeyman. Because part and parcel with that is another one of my big dislikes, and we're seeing a lot more of this, is probably the studio heads, but maybe the writers, have decided that they want to make movies for young people, so they make movies about what they think young people are doing all the time, which is on their fucking phones and computers, right? So they're doing the screens, and they're doing scans. They don't understand that the mediums don't correlate under any circumstances. Okay? You can do, I've seen probably a dozen movies in every genre. I mean, drama, sci-fi, actions, where people do text and now it's up on the screen next to them. You've seen that, right? And it doesn't work. That's not the experience. You can't emulate it, okay? So stop trying, Just give us legit scares, legit ideas, legit concepts, keep within your canon, and you'll be fine. You don't have to come up with all this new garbage. So that was the major dislike outside of, everything I've said in the trailer reactions. I said I wouldn't do that, so I didn't. Alright, it is Pinhead time. I will let you start, and I will also let everyone out there know that I will reveal if this has defeated Truth or Dare as the single worst mass market horror movie of all time. So, we'll start you out and keep people on the hook.
Well, so good sir, I say 0.
What? But you like something!
So, 0.
All right.
Still sucked.
Alright, fair enough. Okay, so I am going to obviously give it 0 pinheads as well, and I'm going to say that it is not the new champion. The one thing I will say, not that I liked, but even though they had supernatural hackers in this, it didn't break any of its rules if you believe that hackers can do that, which the target audience does. Truth or Dare broke its own rules left or right, so Truth or Dare remains the single worst mass market horror movie ever made. And your 0 pinheads, my 0 pinheads makes this a big fat 0 pinhead movie. Don't watch it, guys.
Can we do negative pinheads?
Nope. As lame as it sounds, if there was a way to unfriend this movie from my brain, I would do that. If you've suffered such as we did, please let us know in the comment section below, or if you even feel like just commenting on something we talked about and saving yourself from not seeing the movie, that would be cool too. Plus, subscribe to the channel and like the video.